Okay, 12:36 Philippines time, and I just ate a lunch. Now, I want to say something here. There is a proper way of fasting, and it's so absolutely simple, and it's not life-threatening. This is for the sane. Okay, if you are sane, if you're sane, you're not going to starve your body the way some people do. Now, let me explain something here. How simple it is. You overnight. You get up in the morning, your general routine is to have some breakfast, correct? Skip your breakfast. So, in other words, only 2 meals a day. Now, over time, you will lose weight. I mean, don't necessarily be sedentary. I want to emphasize that too. And you shouldn't be sedentary anyway, whether or not you're trying to lose weight or not. But going about it this way is absolutely insane. When somebody said, I'm going to go for 12 days, I'm going to go for 15 days, I don't need food, I'll go 100 days. Okay, get the rubber jacket on or whatever. I mean, that's what it comes down to. The most sane way to do anything is the truth is, we don't need 3 meals a day. If you had some solid meals, you're fine. And of course, pay attention to also what you eat. That's important too. But uh, skip breakfast. It's not a hard thing to do. It's really not. Then you can drink your water, fill your stomach, whatever. You could wait till lunchtime. Now you could juggle this actually any way you want. Okay, you can have breakfast, a little energy for the day anyway. It'll give you that. Hello, Jeffy Geechee. I do 16 quick intermittent 8-hour window. Okay, six really. And all you really need to do, you could either not eat in the morning, okay, or you could eat in the morning and you could have a breakfast and you could skip dinner, which is generally, I don't know, a lot of people, that's their biggest meal of the day, right? Then you have pretty long fasting from dinner time overnight until breakfast. That's pretty good. You don't need your breakfast. I mean, generally, people who are working uh, need a breakfast to get a couple of carbs in there for energy, some meat for protein, whatever you might put in there, to give them some energy during the day. And that's pretty standard issue. But I think a lot of people on here, and not on here, but in life in general, you don't have to. There's one guy on YouTube that claims he's doing this and that. And I still don't buy the story that he's not eating in between. Now he's going to go to some fiesta tonight. Yeah, right. Like he's not going to eat. You know he is. Now, what he lost was a lot of water weight. He didn't lose no 8 inches off his stomach. Not in the time that he claims that he has not been eating. I don't think you're going to lose 8 inches off your waist. What you may have lost is a lot of water weight. You have taken off a little weight, but that is like probably the most insane way of dieting or fasting. If your goal is to lose weight to be healthier, it's actually dangerous. You're trying to be healthy. Well, you should have thought about that a long time ago. But that is not the way to go about it. This is an unhealthy way. Advanced age, how long you've been obese, other health factors considered in there. It's totally insane. But then again, the guy's totally insane. So, I mean, please understand that, an insane man doing insane things. No medical doctor here, but I don't advise anyone to do what he's claiming he's doing because he could hurt other people just by saying he's doing that. Okay, he don't care about other people. By saying that, people will say, "Okay, I'm going to try that too. I'm going to go 10 days, 12 days, 15 days." Yeah, no, that's not healthy. Heard a rumor that they've been consuming many yellow paint and Tanduay cocktails. You might be right. By the way, Gogo Bobo's sister, if you're out there, traitor. I've seen you on another channel with a comment there, and you were kind of doxing me. So please don't come to my channel anymore. I don't need your donations at all. I don't need your donations. I don't really care. I'm not hurting for money where I need your donations. And we're gonna know who the genuine followers of my channel are. If I have to go back to blocking again everybody, then I'll do that. It just makes no difference to me. Yeah, yeah. Well, I do when I get up in the morning, after a while, I do about, and I don't do a lot. I do about 3/4 to a mile on my treadmill, and a little hand workout with weights. And I might jump on the stationary bike. Later on, I'll hit it again. So my goal to start out is to get, something very simple, about approximately 2 miles a day. Now that doesn't sound like a lot, and it's really not a lot. It's really not a lot, but if you haven't been doing this for a while, you have to start out gently. It's the best thing I can tell you. Yeah, not taking a dump for 95 days can't be good for you. Yeah, I guess not, Look, let these people find out what they're doing. Just let them be. I mean, I'm just advising my viewers. I'm not advising him. I mean, he could kill himself for all I fucking care. I'm just advising my viewers. Okay? That's all. I'm advising my viewers. But that is an insane way for an insane man doing what he's doing. And he'll pay for it. I don't buy all this bullshit but then again, he broke his fast. So he is lying because he said he had the outer skin of a, what do you call fruit? What do you call that? Camante, whatever the hell it is. So he ate something. So, okay, his fast has been broken. It's broken. That's it. He broke his fast. Here you go. Can't make a claim that I went 12 days or whatever the hell it is without eating, because no, he has been eating. And by the way, I don't think it's just the skin of that fruit he was eating. He's shoving in a few pieces of pork. He always has a freezer full of pork. We know that. And he's eating it. He's not going to tell you. He may be eating less. But I don't believe that he's not eating at all. I'm just not going to buy it. Nope, I'm not. And any weight loss initially comes from water loss in your body. Then it feeds on your muscles. You lose your muscle tone. So whether he lost 100 pounds, he couldn't fight fucking Bama. Fight my ass. No shape to fight anybody. Couldn't even defend himself against Ricky. Police, I'm going to call the police. You couldn't defend yourself against Olive Oil, Popeye's girlfriend. Police, you're going to go to jail. Was that not embarrassing or what? Yeah, it was. That really was embarrassing. He'll never live that down, I'll tell you that. Nor some other instances. He has many instances that he will never, ever live down. Now, I hope he is on a diet for 15 days or 100 days, whatever, not eating. Hey, be my guest. Knock yourself out. Do it for me. Do it for me. Yeah. Okay, heard a rumor. There goes rumors again. A rumor rooster. And stray dog numbers have been depleting in his area. You know what? You think that would surprise me? Free food? Free anything for this guy? He's a hoarder from way back. He's a hoarder. I know the types. And I've seen him in New York City when I spent time going to college there. I'd be there almost every day, not on the weekends. See him in the park, see him in the streets, or carrying all their belongings in a shopping basket, hoarding everything they could find. You'd find in that shopping cart. They carried their whole household, whatever that is, whatever clothing they hold, anything, they carried in that shopping basket. And these people, some of them actually had money, but you would think that they're on the streets, and they are on the streets. Yeah, some of them had a lot of money, but they chose that lifestyle. I don't know why. It's called mental illness is what it is. Some of them don't need to be on the streets. Not at all. But that's the way they live their life. But I think in this guy's case, he's just a cheapskate, cheap bastard, fat bastard. That's what I call him, fat bastard. I like that new name, fat bastard. And again, even if he does this diet, okay, when he starts eating again, it's rinse and repeat. He'll go back and put on the same goddamn weight, whatever it is that he may have lost in the process. Guaranteed. He's going to a fiesta tonight. Come on, guys. You think he's not going to, dabble into that? Tables of food. Come on, get real. I don't care what he says to his audience. Come on, I know. Yeah. There's no fucking way. Why go on a fiesta if you're not going to eat? Are you going to perform like a fucking seal to them and put your hands to the ground? Look at me. Or I'm Tom Sack, or whatever. The fool he makes. You never see when he talks to people how foolish he sounds, trying to show them, hey, I know some of the language. With some of the words you don't even pronounce. He don't even pronounce it right. Say, what the fuck is this guy talking about? He's trying to impress people that he knows a couple of words of, I don't know, what is it, Tagalog or whatever he's trying, Visayan, but he doesn't impress them at all. I mean, he's just always trying to impress everybody to get attention because he's so goddamn lonely. Sometimes it's embarrassing to watch, you know. Jeff Fedici, maybe he's going to the fiesta to show off his new physique and meet the future wife. That guy hasn't. I don't know if the guy's even had a girlfriend in his whole life, to tell you the truth. No, certainly not in the Philippines. Damn, like what, 8 years? Anyway, Gogo Boba's sister is not welcome here. I just want everybody to know that. He made statements on somebody else's show or something against me, so he's no longer. I don't care for any money at all. No, you can't. Philippine Hunter, can we get some hate? Bye. Get the fuck off my show. Go fuck yourself. I don't give a shit what Gogo Bobo is. I don't need Gogo Bobo's sister's money. When Gogo Boba's sister's talking shit about me on another channel or doxing me along with everybody, you know, fuck that shit. I don't need money that bad. I gotta bow down to some scumbag just because they give a mild donation. Fuck that shit, man. No, sorry. My name ain't Barry Jordan. My name ain't Kevin. Homie, don't go in that direction. Not for any fucking money. Have some dignity. Dignity, my friends. Dignity. Gotta have some dignity. Let's see. I'm just checking my email messages here. Okay. A lot of my stuff goes to spam on here. So I gotta check the spam messages all the time. Yeah. Better I don't have any. And what else? PayPal. I don't know why I'm getting shit from PayPal. PayPal communication. I don't even have PayPal. I used to. We're making some changes to something. I don't even know what my fucking PayPal account is from how many goddamn years ago when I had nothing to do with YouTube. It had to do with selling things online. That was a long time ago. That was a real long time ago. I still get emails from PayPal. I mean, I'm not active on there. I'm not doing anything on PayPal. Okay. I haven't seen much activity going on today, but then again, I really kind of haven't been looking for it, to tell you the truth. Let's see. I see commercials on my show. Okay. Yeah. Gogo Bobo's sister is not welcome here. Not welcome. Not welcome. You know, oh, you could buy me to come back on, but it's going to cost you. It'll cost you $150, Gogo, to come back on my show. Then again, you're kind of blocked anyway, so I wouldn't know. You got to pay fines when you dox me on another show. That's what I'll do. That's his punishment. He wants to come on my show, has to make $150 donation. How's that? Yeah, baby. But anyway, getting back on topic, I'm not going to be on too long. We may go to a particular beach over here. Daughter's over with our other daughter and one of her daughter's friends. Boy, she's a tall girl. Must be 5'9". I like the way they just kind of invite their friends over. They don't really check with me. So her daughter figures she could bring anybody over here. And, I mean, I don't know how you look at that, really. I don't know who these people are, but they're nice enough. But I would rather be like, hey, can I bring my friend over? I think I'd feel a little bit, I'd feel a little bit better about that. Yeah. PayPal emails are scams. I don't know. I don't open them. Agante, huh? Bobby going to rage quit, huh? I don't know what you're talking about, Gante. I don't know what you're referring to. Rage quit. Hey, Gante, I don't see you putting out any money. Oh, I treated you so kindly when I met you. Showed me a picture of your girlfriend. I was everything. I'm nice to you. I don't contribute to my show. Oh my God. Seriously, man. Seriously. But skip breakfast. Simple as that. Have some tea. That's all. None of you have to go. Just not a rage diet. I mean, a fad diet. It's really dangerous. It's dangerous. And don't be surprised if even with a reduction in his diet if something happens to him. But if he's actually going without eating anything, but he already failed the test because, what do you call that? Calamante fruit? He said he was eating the skin of that. Well, that's still eating. That's still eating. So he can't claim he went 12 days without food. He fucked up. But as I said, I don't believe that he's dieting the way he says. That guy's a pork monger, man. He likes the pork. He'll make some pork and he'll take a few bites or more every single day. There's no way. I'm a very intuitive person. I know the bullshit from this guy more than most people. And he lies every time his lips move. He is not on a full fasting diet. And he ain't anyway, because he already said he was eating the skin of the calamante fruit. So he ate. So he's off his diet. And, he's going to a fiesta tonight. What, you think all that food around him, he's not going to eat that food? Come on. Yeah, probably only eating the skin off the candy bars, too. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. But don't believe everything you hear on here, guys. So don't be that gullible. Don't even go there. But it's fun listening to because we know when somebody's bullshitting or not, and we catch them in so many lies. Believe me, if you're okay, here's common sense. Want some common sense? I really want to give it to you on here. If you're fasting like you say you are, right? You are not, repeat, not going to put yourself in a position where you're surrounded by all this freshly cooked food at a fiesta. There is no farting way that you're going to go to a fiesta if you're not going to eat. That's bottom lineness, and that is bullshit. Like every fucking story he tells on his show, that fat slob. No, I call him now the fat bastard. New name, fat bastard. No pain, no gain. Yeah. But I'm sorry, even me. Let me tell you something. If I was fasting and you put me around some of the, let's say there was several varieties of some of the tastiest food I'd like to get my choppers on, I would give in. It's a fiesta. You go there to eat. He's not going to dance. No, he's not going to dance around. You go there to eat and drink. And I guarantee you he's going to eat something and he's going to drink something. For those people that think that this man doesn't drink, I know from Warren that he drinks every fucking day. And that's one of the reasons I noticed, because Warren told me, but said something significant, that he needed to drink. In fact, I remember catching one of his shows in the past saying that he does drink a little something before he goes to bed to help him sleep. I know he drinks. I don't care what he says to you. I don't care what he says to you. This guy is worse than Barry when it comes to lying, and that says a whole lot. To be dog food served, eat his fill because it's free. Yeah. He drinks every single day. As far as the smoking, I think maybe he smokes less because he don't want to spend the money. The cigarettes got very expensive. But I remember when somebody was over there once and they saw the video. People saw the video. Somebody was over there and they said that his front steps, that's where he sits to smoke, apparently, all littered with cigarette butts. All littered with cigarette butts. Only way to raise your breath by exercise. Yes, that helps. Your breathing too. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I'll know the difference because my lawyer, which I plan to see when I go downtown to Cebu, an old building, you got to walk up 4 long flights of steps. And I know every time I did that, and it was many times, it was like, first of all, do not smoke a cigarette before you wait a half an hour before you're going to climb up 4 flights of steps. I can almost guarantee you right now that that task will be a little bit easier for me because of working out on the treadmill. As I said, you don't have to go full speed and 3 hours and all this crazy shit. You just get on there, put a goal on there. Hey, I'll do a half hour now, or 3/4 of a mile or a mile. And later on, I'll do another half mile, whatever. You don't have to go about this in an incredible way. If you're at a more advanced stage, you're starting to get up there, that's the way you handle it. That's the way you handle it. You don't do anything that's going to endanger your heart. You do things wisely, and you don't go on a fucking fast without medical supervision. That makes you a fucktard right there, man. That comes out as CO2 in your breath. A lot of things come out of your breath, like bad breath. You meet wrong girl, money quickly gone. Yeah, well, you get an idiot who goes on fasting and his mind already being gone the way he's doing about it. His body and soul are going to be gone too because he's going to drop dead. How many people would attend his funeral? He wouldn't have a funeral. He wouldn't have any money for a funeral. Take his body, throw some gasoline on it, throw it in the ocean or whatever. Let the sharks get him, or the guppies. But though his body's so big that it would take an awful long time to decompose. Let's see. Yeah, so, Gogo Bobo's sister, climbing the fence, man. I was going to give a little credit to Gogo Bobo's sister for being a small contributor to the show, but Gogo Bobo's sister is not welcome here. Sorry, not welcome on my show. Gogo, I don't need your money. I don't need it that bad. The only way you're going to redeem yourself, is $150. That's a penalty. $150 American donation. You will be redeemed, and I will take you back on my show, but I will punish you again and again and again. Then it's going to get higher, the penalty. I think that's fair. I think that's fair. Make a lot of candies and soap with all that, candles and fat with all that. Oh, you sure could. How many pallbearers would he need? Oh, minimum probably 10 in his case. If you go with 6, they're going to get a hernia. He won't be able to walk very far. I think they're going to do that. They're going to take the cardboard from his fucking shack, throw him in the fucking cardboard, and just burn the fucking thing. Bye-bye, you fat bastard motherfucking sucker. Goodbye with your fucking bullshit stories, lies, so-called talents that you claim you have, which you don't. Goodbye. Good riddance. Goodbye. Get lost. Nobody ain't to remember you after a year. Remember that fat guy that used to tell all these tall tales? Melting kind of skin on his face, fatter than a fucking hippopotamus, whose mouth never shut up. Oh, that guy. You remember that? Yeah. Nasty infection on his leg. Well, that's what I was saying, White Horse. I said that from the beginning, hyperbaric chain. But he didn't listen to me, and I don't care if he does, because I don't really care what happens to him. I'm not giving any personal advice to him anymore. None. I tried to help the bastard out in the past, even with all that happened, by telling people to do a fund for him to help him build a proper place to stay in, to turn his shack into something that's nice to live. I was really nice to him. I was really trying to be. And that was real charitable, because consider what he's done in the past against me. I was being really charitable. No more. Gloves are on, no more. I mean, fuck that shit. He could fucking die, croak, and choke on something for all I care. I'm not going to shed a tear for that fucking guy. Yeah. C5. What's that? C55. What is that? H1046. What is that? Oh, yeah, but hyperbaric treatment for his leg. That's what he needed when he needed it.
You have to go to Lagoon?
I've been thinking about it. Hold on, guys. They want to go one of the lagoons out here, but I'm not sure if it's this particular time. Oh, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. Okay. I don't know. It's 1 o'clock. It's pretty fucking hot out there. They wanted to go to the lagoon. There are some shaded areas. It tends to get a lot of wind over there. There's many of them actually here, but there's a particular lagoon that we went to. It's really nice. Because her two daughters are here, and they took a friend, and they want to show her around. You know how that is, right? But yeah, nothing from Gogo Bobo's sister on my channel. So you just give the money to Big Kevin or some slob that's going to buy some toys or something, Yeah. The only way out is a penalty. We're talking 150. That's dollars, not pesos. $150 fine. $150 fine. You hear that, guys? For him jumping fences on me and making some derogatory comments on me on somebody's show. That's right. That's right. You fucked up, Go. I mean, you really fucked up. Really, really fucked up. I'm trying to go back. Let me see. Whose show was that? He just said something on whose show was that? Recent show on somebody. Was it, oh, God. He was in the comments section on, I don't know, was it Aloe? Let's see. Oh, okay. Who put that on? But they entitled it Expat Trash in the Philippines. It wasn't Expat Trash in the Philippines channel. It was entitled Expat Trash is what, they entitled it. He made his comment. He made his comments on that. Yeah, $150 for some socks, man. Not just for me. Hell no. Let's see. Expat. Something good is happening to me. And to see. Can't believe I'm singing that. Well, it was just something on somebody's channel I seen. It might have been 2 weeks ago. Let me see. Okay. Something good is happening. Well, I can say one comment here. I hear Frank may be losing his channel. They say he's been buying subs. Oh, there's many, actually. This is one of them. There was some other derogatory comments on here from him. He likes to jump back and forth on the fence, He likes to. But you think I don't see this shit? I certainly do. Or somebody brings it to my attention, let's put it that way. Something good is happening to me. Oh, I know that, Jerry. I know that very, very well. Okay. Well, I'm just trying to make a decision here. Well, I could do an upload on that, perhaps. God, am I charging my phone? I'm not charging my fucking phone. I may want to go to one of the lagoons out here. Maybe I'll do that. Let me get off, guys. I don't know. Let me wait. Hold on a minute. Let me decide. 150, go. No, I can't go because one of the kids is still here. I was going to go down, but I guess not. So, you could always go there anytime of it for where I'm living, actually. Who's been on today? Whose shows have been on today? I haven't really checked. Yeah, I am on a quest. I'll be honest with you. I am on a quest and stuff because I want to utilize that for shopping for food and stuff. I mean, I can afford to shop for food. I want to get extra. I want to be able to put extra in there without really going into my funding and get some things that we really need to stock up our pantry. We want to stock up our pantry. You know, I could do that anytime, but I want to at least do something with the donations, something good for the donations. That's what I want to do, not something useless and distasteful or whatever. I want to do something good with it. I mean, that's nothing to do with the money for holiday season I was going to do. It has nothing to do with that. But I want to do something wise and smart and, when you're going to need it, big storm, whatever it might be. So I want to stock up my pantry with a lot of different types of stuff. And I can't think of a better way to do that is from YouTube when I make a little bit of pocket cash here. That really helps. As I said, I don't need the funding from YouTube, but I want to use it as a tool for something positive rather than negative that a lot of people use. Much for decent used tuk tuk. Talk about transportation. No, I don't want to get it. I'm already in my late 60s. I don't want to be like Peckerwood, running down people on the road. You know, I mean, what if you asked mine or something, right? Be mowing down people on the road. You know, what if I went crazy? Or what if I wasn't careful? And I killed. You think I want their family on my ass? No, I don't think so, man. I don't think so. Believe me, I don't. Okay. And that's what happens out here, man. No fucking around. That's what happens. Right or wrong, you're always going to be wrong. I'm going to tell you that right now. Wrong, Jack. And they're going to do big time stories. I don't want to. I see. It's like a zombie movie. It's like a zombie movie. Like Kensington, Philadelphia. Walking around like fucking zombies in crazy body positions. Have you been following that shit? There's a lot of people doing stuff on Kensington over in what is it? Over in Pennsylvania, Philadelphia. It's an area in Philadelphia, which is really run down now, and all you see like human stuff. Some of them are bent over; they don't move, like they're being suspended by wires. Some of them, I mean, the juxtaposition is like artwork in a way. It's really crazy. Like they're all drugged out. Philadelphia. Philadelphia freedom. All these towns are going to shit. San Francisco going to shit. Tell you what, New York City of all things is not going to shit. Decades ago, they cleaned it up around there. Remember Times Square? They used to have all these porn shops, all these fucking places to jerk off with this disgusting porn, all this shit, whores in the area. It was really bad. They cleaned that sucker up decades ago. It's all that shit out of there. Even Harlem. Boy, they built up on the best part of Harlem. In there, and not the way I want, but they boy, the changes they made. New York has gotten more progressive. found a YouTube channel that has a video that says that this is out. Oh, for that. Fried guy is probably him. I wouldn't be surprised. Not be surprised. Deny it. But I don't want to talk about Aloe. He's a sick fuck. Tired of talking about these sick fucks. Dialogue that doesn't have to always include all these fucking assholes. Unfortunately, it's what you guys kind of thrive on, right? Yeah, right. Okay, hold on. You're just here for the sock talk. I don't want to go in the lagoon. There's a couple of lagoons here. I got here that I could sleep all night, all morning, till afternoon. Now, I don't know. How old is he now?
12, 13, or 13.
He's 13? I don't know. Maybe that's normal. They don't have any school to sleep in that late. So a lot of times he never has breakfast if he gets up. Then to go back to bed again. Man, I wish I could sleep like that. Although I told you I noticed some changes. I'm watching boring, but I'll sit in my comfortable chair in my living room. You know, temperature control. Oh, that's great. All good. Environment good. And all of a sudden I just start, I've talked about it before, I start nodding out. And I catch myself in that, and I wake up immediately. I don't know why. It's like my body wants to sleep and get some naps. But then there's part of my brain that says, no, you're not supposed to be doing that. Only at night. Save it for nighttime. So I'm not sure why that happens, but that happens a lot. Snore, and it's the snore in that 1 or 2 seconds that wakes me up. Okay, pretty weird shit. And remember, I only get, 6 hours sleep a night. Imagine getting 10 hours. Damn. I think it is when you get older. Maybe your body's telling me, you're starting to wind down, dude. You don't need that much sleep. That's that much time. You're not awake and doing whatever you want to do, whatever that is, Yeah, maybe it's your body's way of saying, no, we're going to, call it your last quarter of life or something, which may not be true. It might be my last half, I don't know. Like I said, I don't have a goddamn crystal ball. No, I don't really. Actually, I don't think I'd want to know. I mean, if you could actually know as an expiration date. Really, here's a good question I'll pose. Know your expiration? That's a great question. Would you really want to know that? I don't think I'd want to know. I don't. Then I'd be fucking worried all the time. Oh, time is going by. I'm going to be dead on this day and time. I personally, I don't think. But if anybody wants to say something on here about that, I'd like to hear what your idea is. What you really want to know, because maybe Jeff Geechee says, imagine you do in your final years if you knew. Well, there's some people that are told they have only 6 months. They may go out and do some crazy things. But what shape are you going to be in if they said you're going to die in 6 months? Maybe you're not in good shape to begin with, to go out and do your little bucket list shit. So if you want a bucket list, you just do that while you're still able to do it, I guess. That's the most sane thing to do. Unlike insane people who do insane things, like diet, fasting without doctor's supervision. Insane people like that. Yeah. Yeah, you could do some crazy crap. Yeah, go ahead, rob a bank. Well, you could die in 6 months, whatever, right? Do you give a fuck? Would you give a fuck? Here's a good one. Okay. Okay. Would you do something to rob a corporation of money or something, or a bank or something, or not a mom and pop store? You wouldn't want to do that, You didn't want to, a little Robin Hood type thing, Would you go out and, let's say, steal a lot of money because, because you're going to die, and help your family out or something, or a cause? Would you do that? I think that's an excellent question. What do you got to lose, right? When you think about it, you're already told you were terminal. So they shoot you, or they catch you, they put you in prison. You're going to die anyway. So what do you think of that? That's a good question. Would you chance something like that? Now, I'm not saying it's never been done. I'm sure it has. People knew that they had nothing to lose at all. They wanted to seek to help their family out, and they disguised themselves. Everything. Nobody knew who you were. You took that chance. Maybe you got away with it, and you knew that any moment, maybe you wouldn't get away with it, but it didn't matter to you because you figured you would be shit dead in a matter of a short period of time. Maybe you did get away with it, and you succeeded, and your family helped your family out. Secret, devious. That's something. Wow. Hey, I'm sure it's been done. I'm sure if you punch something into Google, you might find some stories on that. To feed family or to enrich family. I'm sure it's been done. I'm more than sure. Come on. Why not that? Especially those that are real losers that have nothing to lose in their life. You know, they could be a druggie. They can't stop their drugs. I'm going to die anyway if something, overdose. A cop shoots me, and you know, don't. The whole idea was maybe to help, and they knew they were going to be kicking. They would take that chance to do something like that. Nobody said anything on that. Is that something you're pondering? Oh, Frank just put a. I don't recommend doing that. I really don't. It's not worth the risk, and maybe your terminal illness turns around, and you're not going to die or something. Then you do have to go to jail, and then you're going to regret it. Well, I got remission on my cancer or something, and now I got to spend the rest of my life in fucking jail. So, what's the worst of the two evils? Die and then having remission in jail. Wow, that's a crazy scenario, isn't it? I would say it is. I'm surprised it's the hour of the day. I am assuming all of you are not living in the Philippines. Pretty much, I think, is the case. Oh, if you're out there, you ain't coming back. Jack, hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more, unless you got $150 and make me less poor. The only way you're getting back on Go, Bobo, sister. That's the only way. Pay as you enter. My brother knew a chick that actually had a tattoo down there that says pay as you enter. I'm not shitting to having that. You're not getting none of this, boy, unless you pay for this poontang. Sure. And I'm more than reasonably sure that a lot of women relate with something like that. Sharp teeth or something. I don't know, whatever. Fire. Pictures of razors. I don't know. There we go, Jeff Hart. Kicks in free sister. Kicks in $2. We got some light on the screen here. Hart. Now wait a minute, Jeff here. Jeff. What did I see of you? Did I see something of yours? Oh, trying to remember. Okay, I'm not sure about that one, so I won't say anything. Name around somewhere. Hey, look, man, I'm not saying nobody can, they're not allowed to channel, even the worst trolls. But it does create an air of suspicion with me. And if I catch somebody doxing me on another show, I don't care what they do. It's being trusted. Being trusted. That's more important to me. I caught many people. Johnny Wad and a number of people. Johnny Wad is actually. And what were the other names? I know the other names. You go. I have to give it some thought. And yes, he does have a bunch of sock accounts, and so does Peckerwood. Absolutely. There's no question. All right. Nice to see a little blue on the screen. That's nice to see. A little color. Right? And then blue is my favorite color, too. There's two on this. Take other colors. We'll take a red. Anybody with a red. That orange, it really gets my attention. Red or orange. That's the kind of colors I like to see on my show. Pretty good colors. Though blue is a cool color. It's a relaxing color. But yellow, perhaps, for the yellow man. Maybe we'll get one biggest cuckoo bird on YouTube in history. I'm not a yellow person myself. I really don't. I think I have a yellow shirt. I never wear it. No, yellow. And I'll tell you another color that I don't like. It has a visceral effect on me, actually. Pea green. I like shades of green, but forest green is great, stuff like that. Pea green. I actually have a visceral effect with that. I think it's because, when I don't know, when I was a kid, if you're not old enough, do you remember iridescent shirts? It was a style of shirt. It was usually made of nylon. It was not a comfortable cotton. It had almost like a different color in it. You could see kind of entwined in there. And I remember having a one of these shirts. It was like a pea color, and I remember my skin was itching like crazy with this for some reason, the nylon or something. I don't know. So I've that color to that instant. See how incredible your mind is, what it remembers. How would you feel if Peckerwood's baby Filipino? Well, I wouldn't be surprised. That's all I'm going to say to that. I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised. That's all. No names mentioned on my mouth. Wouldn't be surprised at all. You want the truth? I'll give you the truth. Yeah. But yeah, we can react to certain colors. I do love greens, certain greens. I certainly love. I mean, teal green is nice. This kind of green is really nice. Forest green is really nice. I'm very, but that still, But pea green, I don't like. It's like vomit color. A couple of times, I think I had a very much of what I call a visceral effect. A car that was pea green or something, or somebody wearing. See how your mind kind of hangs on to these memories. Thanks for the memories. Our brain remembers certain things that it needs to remember, like a terrible experience, a great experience, even a mediocre experience. But your brain remembers more than you think. Something comes up, You ever been in the store, supermarket, Walmart, wherever the hell you were, a mall, and a song comes on the radio? Just when you were possibly thinking about something, it among that you relate to an old girlfriend because that song was playing on the radio a lot, or they played it a lot, or they liked that song. Oh yeah, I'm hit like a hammer on the head when certain song of somebody in my life. It's pretty common, you know. It just hits you right on the spot. Boom. And it tugs at your heart. If that person was actually important to you, it kind of tugs at your heart. Gypsy, I'm not sure why you come on my channel. You've never spoken good of me. Do you want to make your lame comment now, or you want to do it later, or what do you want to do? Say what's on your mind. Yeah. Chigichi says, especially songs. Oh, absolutely, man. People going to these like, Journey concerts and all that, and all these songs, you know, that really hit you. Time now, maybe it's something you played at the wedding. Maybe to, oh yeah, man, I can relate to that. I'm indifferent towards you. Yeah, okay, yeah, to me, but whatever. Yeah, nobody else is on. That's why you're here. But that's okay. Oh yeah, music can really cross time and boundaries. Cross the time zone, and it's just amazing to listen to music. I just can't listen to that rap crap and all that shit. There's some techno stuff that's pretty cool. Can't believe I'm even saying that, but there is some techno stuff, and they call it all kinds of different. When I was in Seattle, they would even call it an industrial music. They had their own pet names for different types of music. But Ernie is one band that certainly all their songs, I can relate to. Even some songs from Toto, Hold the Line, Love isn't always on time. That's a good tune from there. Foreigner. Oh well, Foreigner's like on the line songs. I've been waiting for a girl like you to come into my life. That one song there, yeah. And I want to know what love is. I want you to tell me. But that hits the audience every time. When they were doing shows, I guess we had two different singers on Foreigner. I liked blonde hair, it was all curled up, and I think that was the original singer. I forgot his name, but their song. I want to know what love is. I want you to show me, and it hit everybody's heart. It hit everybody's heart. Imagine being adored like that. People with their lighters and candles in the air, giving tribute to your songs that have gotten them through hard times and good times. That you wrote music or sung music that people play all the time that you did. Isn't that an honor? I think personally that's incredible. I was just listening to Prince, Syracuse, New York. Purple Rain. Dating Priscilla, or no, one of the Presleys at one point. Oh, Lisa Presley, or no, Priscilla. Priscilla. He dated her. He's an intelligent guy, though, very talented. I have to give him credit. Odd kind of fellow, but I think if you've seen him on interviews, he seemed like a very real person. I don't think he seemed like Prince on that with the ego shit. I never really did. There is very good for that too. Keanu Reeves is probably the most actors in Western culture, all over actually. He's nice to everyone. He takes the time to do autographs. He takes time to talk to you. He's very good on interviews. He doesn't get mad when you say something and want to storm out off the stage. He's very funny. He has his own Facebook page that does videos, kind of like funky things. He does some really funky stuff, kind of comical stuff. He looks like the guy on the street. Face these days, you know, tends to keep a mustache going or something. He's just like he's the kind of guy that fits in everywhere. He's not trying to look rich. He dresses down all the times. He's like, and that's why people like Keanu Reeves. He has a little bit of Hawaiian ancestry to his father or grandfather, I believe. Um, but he was actually born, I think, in a different country. I forgot. I knew a little bit about his history, but I just forgot. But he's like one of these real guys, that's down to earth, that everybody's friend. He's friendly with everybody. He's what you call a good guy. He's got beach and he's deserved it. I wasn't really big on the one series he had. I wasn't. Okay, have a good time. Life is good though. Staying busy, preparing for my trip back to U.S. Jeff Geesey said John Wick. That's what I meant. I meant John Wick. I meant John Wick. Yeah, it is for action. They were showing how they stage, like when he's on a motorcycle, and it's in a studio, of course, and he's on the bike. He really is on the bike, but he's fighting off people. He's on the bike. That's all on a stage. There's nothing really moving in there. They do that very well. I must say that they do that so professionally. It's amazing. It's no Matrix, okay. I just like his more obscure movies, things he's done. Okay, and I don't. No, I didn't even see number four. I didn't see number four on John Wick. I saw one, two, and three, but it was the same thing. I mean, it was just the same thing to him for this time. I just doesn't say bad on him as a person or anything like that, but there's certain movies he's done. A lot of movies I liked. Yeah, I think he's overall one of the best actors as far as personality. You know who's so hated? He is hated. He pretty much defended Steven Seagal. He became a Russian, and I don't even believe that he even has money. He became, real then. Well, with Putin, he became a good friend. He's actually training the armed forces in Russia. He's still doing it. He's a big guy. I heard that he's good with what he does do. He's a Kaido or whatever he's doing. Uh, but this guy is like a defector, traitor. He was not an easy person to work with, I heard. His egos, that's saying a lot, and person. And he over exaggerated, his which he did not have. And he lied about a whole bunch of shit. And he uses shoe polish on his hair like Ricky. So I'm going to watch on TV and I see a Steven Seagal. I don't like him. I just really don't like Van. I like him. Okay. Oh, Point Break? Yeah. That was a pretty good movie. Now that you mention that. Yeah, Seagal's another bullshitter. Made a lot of claims that aren't true about his Japan time. He made a lot of claims about Bruce Lee, about every work for the Chinese government or a shill at least. Well, I understand you teach English or something. That's my understanding. Yeah. Seagal, yeah, he's just a big fat piece of shit right now. Huge belly. Imagine he went over to Russia. That's where he's living. Dines with poop, against us. Well, I mean, and other of Russia. Yeah, he's not well liked here, and he might as well stay in Russia. Nobody wants him back here. Talking about me. That's what I'm saying. There's ringing that little tinnitus thing. Somebody's talking about you. People are. My shit list. See, I don't like his personality. That's what you call a real narcissist. Cocky mofo. I'm not saying he don't know what he's doing in martial arts. He has a style that seems to work. I think he's pretty good at what he does, my understanding about this. But he talks some shit about Bruce Lee or how well he knew him or this or that, or he trained with him or something. He never did. And all the dates he was talking about, they did not coincide with reality that he had anything to know. That guy was masterful. You know what? Okay. You know what I don't understand? Okay, well, it's TV, okay. Doing martial arts, they're flipping backwards, they're doing all this shit. And, it's really true editing, okay? But if these guys were that good in martial arts, why aren't they like with the UFC making a lot of... They're that good in martial arts. I would like to see them in the UFC. Okay. Did you see some prison movies, where they're creating fights and the warden is betting on certain guys and all that? And these guys, they're flipping over backwards. They're doing seemingly impossible things. But if somebody was that good, you would think that they would try to get into the UFC and win all these fights if they do that. Because, when I see a UFC fight, I don't see these fancy moves a lot. A few roundhouse kicks, choke holds, that kind of shit, rear naked, choke hold, things like that. But I really don't see them like flipping backwards and over the other guy's head. There's no reason why you can't do that. If you could just flip over the other guy and wind up on his back and then grab his neck and get a chokehold, I've never seen that on UFC. Maybe there's rules. Because there are guys out there that are really exceptional martial arts people that are flexible, part gymnasts, part and martial artists. And there's no reason they couldn't be in the UFC. I don't see that on UFC. I've never seen too many fancy moves from anybody, to be honest with you. I don't see that to grappling and takedown submission movies. Yeah. I've seen people make moves that I say to Gil that there's no way in the world, and they're getting hit in the face. You're knocked out twice. Come on. Of course, it's a movie, okay? But come on, I've seen guys on these somebody else's foes punched in the face, roundhouse kicks to the. The truth is, when somebody took that many hard hits, they're not getting up. And that could put people in danger, thinking that they want to fight somebody bigger than them that's really badass. And thinking that, you're going to punch them in a certain way, they're going to go down. In some cases, that will happen. But what if it don't? They don't have a glass jaw. Your ass is as well just kick them in the nuts and run away. Put up the white flag. Part of this, a smart man would do that. Fighters, a smart man, it's better than the end results of what could happen. Think about that one. Okay, is a headache of a language. I tried to learn it. Google's Russian language cases. I'm English. I speak English. And Bloodsport, that was a lot. Yeah, that was a lot of action in that movie. Jeff Peachy says early UFC and MMA were the years of different styles. Two women versus one man. Really? Sometimes I like to watch the women fight. I don't know. I think watching that takes the stress out of people. Let two people beat the shit out of each other. It can take the stress out of your day if you have stretch. Let them beat the shit. I say that with all YouTubers. Let them beat the shit out of each other. Fight it out, That's what I say. But yeah, what I see in movies, even Van Damme and everybody else. I don't know if you guys notice. I know a little about film. That you see that you take for granted. They could have been made over 2 weeks. One fighting scene from every single camera angle with other camera, not just one camera. It's really fine tuning on the editing. Every single punch that's thrown. Then they add in sound effects when you're hitting somebody. Okay, they got like a clapboard or whatever they got. They have a that they use for certain sounds. The sound department comes in. They will try to mimic real sounds of what it might sound like to hit somebody in the face or head or something like that. This on in there. So what looks to you like a fight scene, 5 minutes, very well have taken 2 weeks to do that one scene just to get it right. Because really nobody, in reality, it's very hard to find somebody who has the energy to do it. I mean, all out. You're getting roundhouses. You're getting, oh my God, you're just getting the shit beat out of you and you're not going down. But the most ridiculous movies, which I will never watch, is these stupid Asian movies that with martial arts and they're flying through the air. Or they're just sword fighting and they jump up on a roof. They come flying down off the roof in the air. I mean, I can't watch it. I mean, I don't know. Kid, I can't watch that kind of bullshit. How about a real fight? How about a real fight? A real martial arts fight. But the worst ever is that's where somebody could die. They have bare fist competitions. That's dangerous, man. I mean, that's really dangerous. Big time dangerous. The women are more savage than men's. Some of the best I've said Fazio would not last in a power slap. Apparently not. Something good is happening to me. Why am I singing Karen Carpenter songs? In my head is like a radio. Turn it one way, I'm getting one station. Turn it the other way. Remember on Gilligan? I don't know if there's something you had a filling in there. Do you remember that one? Broadcasting radio antenna. Hold it. Turn it this way. Hold it this way, Gilligan. That was funnier than shit. If you remember that one. There's certain things I remember that were humorous to me. The funniest cartoons I think I've ever seen that's still in my mind today is the one with the dancing frog. He'd be dressed up like Fred Astaire, head, top hat and cane. That was a frog that only performed to his own. I want to make money on this to put this guy on the stage, this frog on the stage. And when he did, the frog would just go croak. But whenever he's around a guy, he was singing songs like the Michigan Rag and all that. Do the Michigan, do the Michigan, do the Michigan Rag. Or I'm wild about Harry. Harry's wild. This frog was top hat and cane, and it was just hilarious. I still remember that. Jeffy Geechee says, I've read some articles claiming UFC would be safer without gloves. People wouldn't hit so hard. There's been a lot of characters, too many to go through and mention, actually. And I don't know if I really had a favorite one. I used to like when Butterbean would fight. And he didn't really fight, but when he did hit you, he basically walked around with his big ass stomach. And he's a really nice guy outside of the ring. I mean, I don't know if you notice about him. Of course, he has nothing to do. I think he lost weight too. The martial arts anymore. He's older now, but he made a little bit of comfortable amount of money. He's sitting okay. He's not living an ultra rich life, I don't think, but he's living an okay life. And he's a funny guy. Funny sense of humor. You see him in a ring like that, you're thinking, fuck, I don't want to fuck with this guy. But get him off the. And he's really a down to earth guy. And he's fun. I've seen some videos of him. Butterbean, man, he did look like a Butterbean. Okay, we've got that. Okay, it was long enough. Man, I guess I can't. Now here, it's 2 p.m. I wasn't even going to do another show today. I said I was only going to do. But you get your moments when you're fucking bored. It's too hot out to do anything or go anywhere. I could have went to the Cove out here. I got 2 of the kids over here that are arrested. I got to supervise them. So I got to play the adult role here. And do what you're supposed to do in this country. Kids they can't go a certain age. So henceforth, Daddy Frank. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for showing up here on my show today. Even Gypsy came to Gypsy saying shit about me in the past. I'm not gonna block you. It's an honor for you to come here, Gypsy. Quite an honor. Okay, guys, you know how this ends. I'm here because you're there. Thank you. And I did get a donation, so hey, I'm not gonna bitch. Thanks, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you.